Hi, 大家好，我是李音如. Hi everyone, my name is Yinru Li. In this lesson, we'll look at way to say hello and goodbye at different times of the day in Chinese. Well, I'm sure for many of you, your very first Chinese word was Nihao, right? Nihao. Yes, Nihao is a very standard Chinese greeting which translates to hello, Nihao, Nihao, Nihao. But here are some facts about Nihao you should know. Number one, Nihao is a relatively more formal greeting. So we use Nihao with someone we just met or someone we don't know really well yet. Okay, Nihao. Now the second fact about Nihao is that Nihao can be used any time of the day or even at night, around the clock. Nihao is good. Okay, now the third fact about Nihao is that when we break down Nihao, Ni, first character Ni, means you, and Hao means good. So literally Nihao is you good. Nihao. And this second word Hao is also found in many other greetings such as 早上好, 早上好. As we know, 好 means good and 早上 means morning and more specifically early morning. 早上好. So 早上好 is used to say good morning. 早上好. And we use 早上好 roughly between sunrise to about 10 o'clock in the morning, the earlier part of the morning. We can use 早上好. Now, if you're in a hurry or if you want to sound a little more friendly and less formal, you can use the shortened form of 早上好, which is 早, one word, 早. 早 literally means early, but when used as a greeting, 早 means morning. So, 早上好 and 早. Now, if we combine this greeting word 好 good with another time period, another time of the day, 晚上, 晚上, which means evening or night. 晚上好 is used to say good evening. So we can use 晚上好, of course, at night. So probably between sunset to midnight or even later. 晚上好. Now, one thing I'd like to mention is that 你好, 早上好, and 晚上好, these three greetings are all pretty formal. So you may not be using them with your close friends or colleagues, classmates on a daily basis, but it's great to use with people of higher social status than you, such as your boss, your teacher, your customers, and it's good to use with a group of people, such as in a meeting. All right, now let's look at some parting expressions. You know, all good things come to an end. We always have to say goodbye. Now, here are some standard ways to say goodbye in Chinese. The first one is bye bye. Bye bye. Apparently, it's a long word from English. Bye bye. Okay? Bye bye. It's easy to use, right? Now, the next one is more of the Chinese way of saying goodbye. 再见. 再见. 再 means again, and 见 means to see. So 再见 together literally is again to see. It's to say, I wish to see you again. 再见. Now, the third parting expression also has the word 见, to see. And before 见, it's 下次. 下次 means next time. So 下次见 is next time to see or see you next time. Okay. In comparison, bye bye is more casual than 再见 and 下次见, but they're all good to use around the clock during any time of the day or even at night. But there's one parting expression that's used more specifically at a more specific time of the night, which is 晚安. 晚安. 晚 means night or late. 安 means peaceful. So 晚安 literally is night peaceful. Have a peaceful night. Have a good night. Okay. 晚安. Now here's your bonus word for you. When we swap this one with its opposite, 早, which means morning or early, like we learned just not too long ago. 早安 is another way to say good morning. 早安. Okay, the difference between 早安 and 早上好 is that 早上好 is more commonly used in mainland China, while 早安 is more common in Taiwanese Mandarin. All right, now let's look at our greetings and parting expressions one more time. 早上好, good morning. 早上好, 早, morning. 早, 你好, hello. 你好, 晚上好, good evening. 晚上好, bye bye, bye bye. 再见, see you again. 再见, 下次见, see you next time. 下次见 and 晚安, good night. 晚安. Okay, great. Now, next we're going to hear a dialogue, a very short one. So two neighbors are exchanging greetings as they pass each other. And let's listen to the very short dialogue and find out what time of the day it is. Ready? 早上好. 早. That's it. Let's listen to it one more time, a bit slower. 早上好. 早. So, of course, it is in the morning because we heard 早上好, which is good morning, and 早, morning. Okay, now let's change up the scenario a little bit. Let's say these two neighbors bumped into each other in the elevator when the sun is way up in the sky. Let's say 1 in the afternoon. So, would they still use 早上好 or 早 to greet each other? Now, in this case, 你好 would be a better choice. 你好. Okay, especially when they're still kind of new to each other. So, 你好 is a perfect one to use. It's very brief and polite. Now, let's say one of the neighbors is hosting a party at 9 o'clock at night, and he's greeting everybody, greeting his guests. So which greeting would he use at this time? 晚上好. 晚上好. Good evening. All right, now they have to say goodbye to each other. So if it's any time during the day or even at night, they can choose from bye bye, 再见, and 下次见. But when it's late at night, like they're going home, they're going to bed, they're not going to see each other again that night, they would use 晚安. 晚安. Sleep well, 晚安. You may have noticed that the time I put on here are in the 24-hour clock format. Well, I would say the 24-hour is as common as the 12-hour clock format in China, especially when we need the information to be very clear, such as on a train schedule, on a meeting itinerary, you would often see this format of time. So here is how we greet each other and part ways, parting expressions at certain times, different times of the day. Now it's time to review. Do you remember how to say good morning? "早上好." "早上好." And how to say hello? 你好. 你好. Do you remember how to say good evening? 晚上好. 晚上好. Do you remember how to say morning? "早." Do you remember how to say see you again? 再见. And how to say good night? 晚安. Do you remember how to say bye bye? Bye bye. And how to say see you next time? 下次见. Well done! In this lesson, you've learned how to use greetings and parting expressions at different times of the day. That's it for this lesson. Thanks for watching. I'm Yanru, and I'll see you again on ChineseClass101.com. 再见.
Want to speed up your language learning? Take your very first lesson with us. You'll start speaking in minutes and master real conversations. Sign up for your free lifetime account. Just click the link in the description.